Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am your muse Traci. I am your favorite manifestation coach, and I am here to inspire you and empower you to live the life of your dreams, to create on purpose exactly what you want in all areas of your life, to stop settling and to stop suffering. You are not here to suffer. If that sounds good to you, you are more than welcome to subscribe to my channel. I offer one-on-one coaching to help you transform and revolutionize your life in all areas. So this coaching program is like none other that you will find. This is the way that I would want to be coached and the way I know we can create real lasting changes, and it'll be the last coaching that you ever need. So we work together 2 to 3 times per week. And in between, you have email access to me as well. So it's a lot of hand holding. And we work on processing, your history, looking at your beliefs, going about the process of changing your beliefs, processing any emotions that you have from past events, whatever it is, whatever the emotions are there, processing those emotions, practicing gratitude for the experiences of your life so far. And then once all of that is sort of processed, I teach you effortless manifestation techniques. I wouldn't even really call them techniques, but I teach you how to manifest effortlessly, okay? The way that it's meant to be. So that's a little bit about the program. If you have any questions at all, please, feel free to email me. And I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. I do have a wait list going on right now. I wish, you guys, that I had 20 more hours in the day and I could work with all of you all at once. It is my passion to help you guys shift into your power. It's my passion to empower you, okay? So I want to work with all of you who are interested in working with me, and I want to set you off on your way so that you can go about creating a magnificent life for yourself, okay? So that is what I'm here to do. That is what I'm passionate about. That is what, drives me and motivates me. So let's get into the topic today. The topic today is all about how your SP is your canvas. Or your specific person, or better said, your life. Your life is your canvas. So you are painting every detail, and you have been crafting the ins and outs, of your specific person. You've been painting it all along: the eye color, the hair, the jobs, the habits, the behaviors, the amount of money, the amount of commitment, all of it, all of it, all of it. So this is all your creation, okay? And you have been painting or crafting all of it. So when you look at what you have painted, okay, so for most of you, I'm guessing, if you're here watching this, then maybe perhaps you've crafted or painted some things that you don't actually prefer, right? Not of your absolute ideal preference. So either they are quiet, or they are not present at all, or they are committed to someone else, or they don't have the best habits, or they don't have the best money or lifestyle, etc., etc., right? So maybe you've crafted things this way that are not of your preference. And because maybe before, you weren't aware that all of it is your creation. But now, once you can view everything through this lens, seeing everything as your creation, as your painting, so to speak, which means, everything in the painting, you painted it. You painted it on your canvas, either intentionally, consciously, or most of the times unconsciously, right? The unwanted things, you guys, I'm not saying that you intentionally painted those unwanted things there. No, it was done unconsciously by you. But again, the important thing is that you understand you did that. You painted that on your canvas. Yes, maybe you did it unconsciously. Cool. Well, now that you know that you painted it there, you also know that you can paint over it once again in every minute detail exactly the way you would actually prefer it, okay? So if you're wondering how, right, like the specifics that are on your painting that you don't prefer, you know, if you're wondering how those things got there, meaning you didn't specifically think X, Y, and Z, right? Whatever's on your painting. Let's go back to some of the examples, right? So maybe you didn't think about these, you know, whatever the not so great habits are that are there. Maybe you didn't specifically think about those habits, right? You didn't have a specific thought about them. Maybe you did. Sometimes we did, and we remember that. But if you didn't, then you're wondering how those got there. Well, the how is never your job. And this applies to the unwanted things as well as the wanted things, right? So it's not necessarily that you had a very specific thought about it. Sometimes those things, the how your concepts are supported, is not your direct doing, right? The how is showing up to support a concept and assumption you have. So the unwanted things that are showing up, maybe you painted them consciously, maybe you painted them unconsciously, meaning, again, sometimes it's a specific thought that we can recommend or we can remember. Oh yeah, I remember having that specific unwanted thought. But maybe, again, it's not anything that you ever specifically thought of. And this thing showing up is just supporting, confirming your concept of yourself. So that's how it works. Sometimes it's not our specific thoughts. The how is never your job. The how fills in automatically, okay? So, meaning these qualities that show up without your specific thoughts in order to support your concepts about you. So now these are unwanted in some cases, right? Again, if you're watching this video, maybe you're wondering, how did these things, these unwanted things, show up? So let's look at the concepts that can create these unwanted qualities. This is where you look at, okay, when you're looking at the specific qualities or attributes of your painting that you do not like, here's the questions that you ask yourself. So first of all, how do these unwanted qualities or attributes make me feel? What am I feeling? Am I feeling unwanted? Am I feeling unappreciated? Am I feeling not chosen? Okay, so that's the first thing. And then the next thing to look at is these unwanted qualities showing up. What do I make it mean about me? What do I say that thing showing up in my reality means about me? This is insight into your unwanted concepts about yourself that is appearing, these things are appearing to support that concept about you. Does this make sense, you guys? Right? So when you're looking at the unwanted qualities, it's about first identifying, how does that quality make me feel? And then what do I make that mean about me? Okay, what do I say that that unwanted thing means about me? Again, this is the insight into the assumption that you had that is creating this, that is, sort of painting this in your painting. Okay, because again, sometimes it's not a very specific thought, right? The how is never your job, but it is always, this is what I really am meaning to say, the qualities, the attributes in your painting are always a reflection of your concepts, your assumptions. Period. End of story. That's all that's going on. It's just showing you, here's what you assume about yourself to be true. Do you like it, right? So it's important to understand how you've painted on your beautiful canvas of life and what you would actually prefer, okay? How you've painted on your beautiful canvas some of these unwanted things, and then what is it that you would actually prefer? Right now, you can actually free yourself from these unwanted qualities. Again, when you know it's your creation, when you know, like, oh, okay, I just painted a little bit, I wanted the wave to go this way, but actually I painted the wave going this way, but I actually wanted to go this way, right? The metaphor is you're painting, there's a wave in your painting. So now you can free yourself from this unwanted quality and you can start to paint or craft exactly what it is that you prefer. You do this by first changing the concept of you. You do this by first changing the concept of you. It always starts with you. Changing the concept of you. And by the way, you guys, mostly you can all be a little bit more outlandish. You can be a little bit more wildly imaginative about your concepts of yourself. You can reach for the stars a little bit more. You don't need to be humble. Let's get rid of being humble, okay? Everyone should be wildly infatuated and adoring of themselves. That's what I want for all of you. I'm not saying you have to go and like shout it from any rooftop. This is just what I want for you to feel about yourself on the inside. Because why not? Right? Why not? Where did we learn that this sort of like self-betrayal and self-criticism, and even if it's not to that level, but it's just like, oh, I have to be humble. Where do we learn that that's so like great? It's really not. It's really not. You should be on the inside totally celebrating you, totally celebrating your magnificence, right? And if this is hard for you, let's look at why. Why is that hard for you? Is it just because someone taught you that, oh, you can't think highly of yourself, you can't think, great things about yourself? That's not good. Well, that's not true, actually. That's not true. And thinking highly of yourselves is one of the absolute best things that you can do for yourself, okay? Why? Because reality is your mirror. Reality is your mirror. And it's all about what you say in secret about yourself that is reflected on the outside. So let's get rid of being humble, you guys, and let's think, more outlandish, wildly amazing things about yourself. That's what I want for you guys. Okay, again, you don't even have to say it out loud. Just this is what you think on the inside. This is what you say about yourself to yourself in secret. Why not let that be wildly amazing? Why not? Just give it a go. See what it feels like. It's probably going to feel really, 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 really good. So go ahead and give it a try. See how that feels. Right? Okay. And this is the world I want to live in. I want to live in a world where everyone is totally infatuated with themselves, loves themselves. Listen, I think that what happened was we were taught that that's bad and that's selfish. No, actually, when you know that you are wildly magnificent and you know this about yourself, you will in turn believe this and think this about other people. Right? So again, this is the world that I want to live in, where everyone is just so in love with themselves. And, because again, that's not going to create negative circumstances on the outside. It's going to actually do the opposite. Okay. So I want it for myself. I want it for all of you. I want it for everyone. That's the world I want to live in. All right. So once you understand that this is your painting, you understand why and how you painted it, then, and you go and you, again, part of understanding why and how you painted it is understanding the concepts about yourself, right? That caused this to show up in your painting. Okay, now you can go about painting more magnificent features, qualities, attributes on your canvas, on your beautiful canvas of life. Okay, you can feel free to choose every sort of like minute detail and essence and quality that would please you, that sounds amazing to you, right? And you're going to be able to do it more consciously, right? Because you are meant to thrive, to experience all of your heart's desires in every last detail, every minute brush stroke, so to speak, of your canvas of life. right? To continue the painting analogy. This is all here for the taking. It's all here for the taking. So why aren't you taking it, right? Why aren't you painting a more magnificent canvas for yourself? You are every day waking up with a fresh canvas, so to speak, or the canvas you left off with yesterday. You don't need to really be so concerned with what's on the canvas if it's not showing you what you want. When you understand who you are, when you understand everything on the canvas so far is your creation, you're totally free to go about painting again. Maybe you just had the realization of, oh yeah, that's what's on my canvas. Well, I actually prefer this. Then you don't need to bargain with the canvas. You don't need to negotiate with the canvas. You don't need to ask the canvas what the canvas wants. You go about painting on the canvas exactly what you want, what pleases you, what is exactly of your heart's desire, right? Because, and the only reason you're not doing this so far with your canvas is because of mistaken identity. You forgot, you learned that you weren't, in charge of your canvas. You are seeing your canvas through the lens of like, oh, my canvas is dictating to me what is. No, your canvas is completely up to you, right? So it's a case of mistaken identity when you don't know that every day you wake up, this is your canvas. What do you want to see there? You start painting intentionally and consciously, right? And yeah, this mistaken identity is you don't know how truly glorious and fabulous and magnificent you truly are. If you did, then you would be creating a most magnificent painting. And that is really what you are here to do. So this is the message, you guys. This canvas, I know most of the video today I've been talking about specific person. The specific person is your canvas. They are waiting for you to craft more magnificence so that you can enjoy, okay? Same thing with money. Money is waiting for you to craft a more magnificent experience for you to experience and enjoy. Same thing with your body, same thing with physical appearance, same thing with your work, same thing with any other relationship. It's all responding to you. And the current state is your creation, okay? So feel free to create again, to try again, to understand that everything that is there, you don't have to negotiate with what's currently there. You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is understand what created it, go about the process of changing that, understand who you really are, and then feel free to create again, paint again. All right, you guys, that's it for this one. Leave me a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.